Popplio Community Day is this weekend. I want you guys up to speed to get ready for this event because it's the last Community Day of this season, moving to the fall season. So let's get into it. This event is August 31st from 2 to 5 p.m. your local time. During the event, Popplio will be spawning everywhere in the wild with a shiny rate of 1 in 25. There'll be the bonuses of 3 times catch XP, 3-hour instances, 3-hour lure modules, 2 times catch candy, 2 times chance of receiving an XL candy when catching Pokemon, 1 extra special trade during the day for a maximum of 3, and trades will require 50% less Stardust. You note the instance bonus doesn't include daily adventure instance, the lure bonus doesn't include golden lure modules, and the trade bonuses will actually be going down all the way until 10 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. Now, we have some special moves coming during the event. If you evolve a Brion, Popplio's evolution, into Primarina during the event or up to 5 hours after the event, you will get the new Legacy Charge Attack Hydro Cannon, which is of course standard on all water starter Pokemon. But getting added to Primarina's move pool will be the new Charge Attack Sparkling Area. This is going to be a water type charge attack, which does 80 damage in PvP and 85 damage in gyms and raids. We'll talk about the relevance in a little bit, but this is not a legacy move at all. It's just kind of getting added to the move pool so you can use a regular charge gem once the event starts and get it on your Primarinas. You can of course take 5 snapshots during the day to get photobombed by 5 Popplios. There'll be Pokestop showcases during the event, as well as 4-star raid battles going down after the event from 5 to 10 p.m. your local time, where Brion will be in 4-star raids, which you cannot use remote raid passes to complete, but complete one of these raids for the next 30 minutes within 300 meters of that gym. Popplios will be spawning in the wild with the same shiny rate. It's pretty much just so people can play it if they end up missing their initial time frame of Community Day. But of course, you have to do the 4-star raids. Now, of course, there'll be exclusive stickers during the event. There will be an exclusive web store Community Day bundle you can go ahead and buy, as well as in-game bundles which you can buy to get you that elite charge gem. Usually it's a ripoff, but it's one of the only ways to get elite charge gems if you want to buy them. And of course, research tasks. Starting with the field research task, we're going to see the task catch 3 Popplios for a Popplio encounter, 5 Great Balls, 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust, as well as a $1 special research story you can go ahead and buy that will get you 4 pages of Popplio special research, getting you some extra Popplio encounters, some extra items, different stuff like that. It's usually worth the $1. You don't have to buy to play the event. I do want to point out, if you do have 9-tick Campfire, you can look in your local area, and if you find one of these ambassador community hosted by a community ambassador meetups for Popplio Com Day, once you go to those meetups and you check in for the meetup, you can actually get this Community Day ticket for completely free. Yeah, so if you're going to one of these community ambassador hosted meetups, don't worry, you can get the ticket for free. Don't worry about buying it. Now, with the event details away, let's get right into the tips, starting with, as always, the 100% IVs that you should look out for Popplio during the event. So on screen is going to be Popplio's perfect IV chart, showing you a Hundo Popplio CP from level 1 all the way to level 50. There's only certain ones we want to look at here. First of all, any Popplios gotten from research are always caught at level 15. Honestly, every Pokemon from research caught at level 15. So 483 CP is going to be a Hundo Popplio from research. If you're hunting Popplios in the wild in weather boosted conditions, now Popplio being a water type only gets boosted in rainy weather. So if you're playing in rainy weather, level 35 is the highest level you can find a Popplio in the wild. If you find a 1048 CP, it's guaranteed to be a Hundo because there can't be a CP higher than that you can find in those conditions. If it's any condition other than rainy weather though, level 30 will be the highest you can go ahead and find. So 967 CP is the Hundo for a Popplio in those conditions. Now, other than that, of course, there's going to be 32 other 100% IV CPs you can find in the wild, but don't trust your gut just because you see a, 354 CP. It's not guaranteed to be a level 11 Hundo. It could be a higher level with worse IVs. So the best thing to always do is catch as many as you can, join a local Discord, Campfire, or Facebook group where people will sometimes call out the Hundos they catch, and do a bunch of field research tasks because the odds of getting a Hundo are much higher from research tasks than finding it in the wild. So good luck getting the Hundo during the event, but sometimes you actually don't want the Hundo in Pokemon Go. Yes, in Pokemon Go PvP, you want low attack, high defense, high stamina. If you want to know why, I'm going to go ahead and link a video up here. You can check that out. It's generally because the Pokemon will be bulkier. So I want to go through what the best possible low attack, high defense, high stamina IVs are for a Primarina in the Great League and the Ultra League. Starting off in the Great League, a Primarina, the rank 1 best possible PvP IV you could get is going to be a 0, 15, 14. So look out for that IV set during the day. But I do want to note, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina, as you can see here, are generally pretty good to follow. In the Ultra League, a 2, 15, 13 will be the rank 1. So look out for that IV set during the day. But again, similar thing, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina works pretty well. Finally, of course, in the Master League, 15, 15, 15, the Hundo is the best thing you can get. I do want to note, at the end of the day, what I'll generally do is I'm going to go back through and find all my low attack, high defense, high stamina Pokemon by putting in this search thread, and then I can go ahead and compare it to this website, pvpivs.com. put in Primarina, put in the league, and you can see how good that IV set is. But is it actually worth doing any of this? Is Primarina actually going to be any good for Pokemon Go PvP? Let's talk about it. First things first, I'm going to click preview the next season because the season is pretty much over. So Primarina in the old meta is not going to be the same as the new meta. Let's start by taking a look at Primarina in the Great League. Versus the Great League meta, Primarina will have 10 wins and 23 losses in the 1 versus 1 shield scenario. Not amazing, but if we jump that up to 2 versus 2 shields, which is when Charmers do pretty well, you're looking at 18 wins and 15 losses. So not bad, definitely playable. However, as we move up the leagues, I think Primarina is going to get better. In the 1 versus 1 shield in the Ultra League, you're looking at 11 wins and 19 losses, which is already a bit better. And in the 2 versus 2 shield, 18 wins, 12 losses. Finally, in the Master League, 11 wins, 19 losses in the 1 versus 1 shield, and 17 wins, 13 losses in the 2 versus 2 shield. Now, my take on Primarina in PvP is going to be in the Master Premier Cup, where no legendaries are allowed. It's going to be really, really strong. And then also in the Ultra League, I could definitely see it having some play, but not as much in the Great League because it is a higher stat product Pokemon, meaning it doesn't get as much value down there. I also do want to mention that Water Fairy type, which is the type of Primarina, is actually one of arguably the best typing combinations in Pokemon. It's been said by Wolfie and on plenty of Reddit posts. It has great resistances and can hit a lot of Pokemon for super effective damage. So whether its moveset is good or not, Primarina has an amazing typing. It can definitely find its way around the meta. But what about raids? Well, in terms of raids, Primarina is actually going to be good and is getting a buff with Hydro Cannon. Overall, as a water type attacker, not including Megas, you're looking at the number 7 overall Pokemon. And as a Fairy type raid attacker with no Megas, you're looking at the number 9 overall Pokemon. So if you need a budget Fairy and Water type Pokemon, not a bad Pokemon to get by any means. Really easy, really cheap, and good in 2 different typings. So yeah, overall, as always, grab yourself some Primarinas, one for the Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and even some for raids if you need some Water and Fairy type attackers. But meta relevance is not all we can go after during this event because we do have, of course, the return of 3 times catch XP. So as always, I'm going to tell you guys, hit your excellent throws. You know, in Pokemon Go, every time you hit an excellent throw, you're gonna get 1,000 XP. During this event, that's 3,000 XP. Throw in a lucky egg, that's 6,000 XP for catching 1 Pokemon on an excellent throw. That's huge XP gains. On top of that, if you line up your Ultra Friends and your Best Friend bonuses to go ahead and trigger on the community, you can get even more XP off of those lucky eggs. The best thing to do during a combat like this is just focus on hitting excellent throws. And I always give people advice, you know, people are like, how do you get better excellent throws, blah, blah, blah. Like, how are you so good? It's literally practice. I very much recommend you grab that Pokeball, you hold it, and you try your best to hit excellent throw. If you miss it, no big deal. Try again because over time, that practice will get you to be better. You could fail 1,000 times as long as you're getting better as you do it. So again, line up those friendship bonuses, go ahead and try to hit those excellent throws, put on the lucky egg, you'll get a bunch of XP during the day. Trust me, I hit level 40 in 11 hours from just hitting excellent throws on a 4 times catch XP event. Yes, from level 1 to 40. Video up here if you want to see how I did that. Candy is another thing though you will need for your Popplio. So let's go through my top candy tips in Pokemon Go. First of all, during this event, of course, we do have 2 times catch candy and 2 times chance of getting XL candy. So not only are you already going to be getting more candies, but you can also go ahead and use a pineapple berry. Regular pineapple berries will multiply catch candy by 2 and silvers by 2.34. So theoretically, we're getting up to 4 times catch candy during this event with pineapple berries and 2 times catch candy. So definitely take advantage of that. You can get a bunch of Popplio candies. Also, you can go ahead and activate Spatial Rend, which is Palkia's ability that you can use for Palkia candies and Stardust. Activate this ability and you will see double the distance, so you can see double the amount of spawns, allowing you to catch more Popplios, which will not only get you more XP if you hit those excellent throws, but also more Popplio candy. You can also Mega Evolve a Pokemon. If you don't know when you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with the Mega, you'll get more candy, XP, and XL candy for catching Pokemon of that type. Popplio, of course, is a water type, so we're going to want to go ahead and Mega Evolve either a Mega Blastoise, a Mega Slowbro, a Mega Gyarados, a Mega Swampert, or a Primal Kyogre as one of the options of Pokemon you should Mega Evolve during this combo day. Do not play this combo day if you don't have one of these Mega Evolved. Now, the next season of Pokemon Go, we have the return of guaranteed XL candy from trades. So yes, go ahead and hold on to your Popplios. Anytime you trade them away after September 3rd, you're going to be guaranteed an XL candy. So if you really want to go ahead and grind candies or XL candies for these Pokemon, go ahead and hold on to them, trade them then. Now, let's talk about Platinum Medal tips. You need 35 Platinum Medals to go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go. Which one should we be working on during this event? Of course, Popplio being a water type Pokemon, so the Swimmer Medal, catch 2,500 water type Pokemon, a great medal to go ahead and work on. We also get the 5 snapshots during the day, so make sure you take the 5 snapshots to work on your Cameraman medal. Have 400 encounters in Go Snapshot. You know, very easy. Just take them. You'll get points. Oh, I actually just recently went over 1,000. That's pretty cool. You do have the 3-hour lure module, so my best tip, as always, is be the first person to go to the busiest area in your play area and drop the lures. That means everyone who's coming to play Popplio Com Day will be catching Pokemon off your lures, helping you on your Picnicker medal. Use a lure module to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. Again, if you're the first one to drop it, everyone's catching Pokemon off your lures, and you could do this medal in a single single day if you're in the correct area. I also always recommend the tiny Pokemon collector medal and the jumbo Pokemon collector medal. If you catch some extra small or extra large Popplios, since you're gonna have so much candy for them, I recommend evolving them, because if you don't know, when you evolve an extra large or an extra small, it counts towards another point towards this medal. So you catch an extra small Popplio, you evolve it twice, that's 3 points towards the tiny Pokemon collector medal, and you can go ahead and work on completing these if you haven't. Finally, the showcase star, I'm gonna win 100 Pokestop showcases to get that PhD Pikachu. We do have the showcases during the event, so again, try your best to go ahead and win those. Get 100 wins towards the showcases, so you can go ahead and get that PhD Pikachu, which is rare and arguably one of the rarest Pikachus in Pokemon Go, at least right now, or the ones that are currently available. Guys, I am going to be streaming for Popplio Com Day. Go ahead and join that stream. The link will be literally right below me. Go ahead and set a reminder. You don't want to miss it. Definitely should be a fun Com Day. I wish you guys the best of luck, and yeah, drop below any tips I might have missed in this video that you can share. Love you all as always. We'll see you in the next one. Follow for tips. Peace.